Okay, we are live. Hi, everyone. It's so good to see you. Kelly, hi. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you, Jess?
Good. It's always nice to see you. I love my live events with you so much. Okay, so hi to all of our applicants, our students, whoever's watching, all our viewers. Kelly is our Director of Program Advising, and we'd be lost without her. We'll talk about her in 1 minute because that's the main event. But I do want to remind everyone that this week is the application or the Save Your Spot deadline. So it's your last chance to save your spot. It's coming up this Saturday, so August 21st. So I did include a link in the description of this event. So if you just copy and paste it into your browser, it'll get you going. If you have any questions during the live event, just go ahead and ask, and our social media team will be happy to respond to you. And if I don't address your question in the event, somebody else will. So why don't our students who are watching let us know what you're studying, and our applicants let us know what country you're from, so we can differentiate between the two. But thank you again, everybody, for joining us. It's really great to see you. So I'm going to turn it over to Kelly. So Cal, can you tell us about your role at UoPeople?
Jess, also it's great to be with you again today. So my role here is Director of Program Advising. I make sure that any students who have any questions or concerns, if they send it to their program advisor, their questions and concerns are addressed, and that all of our students are happy and taken care of. So we mainly are mainly dealing with students. So that's a little bit about my role.
Okay, great. And we would be lost without you and your amazing team. One of the great things about University of the People is that even before you become a student, you have an application advisor who is helping you, or sorry, an admissions advisor who's helping you. And then once you become a student, you have a program advisor who's helping you. So you have somebody kind of holding your holding your hand each step of the way. So it's really great. You're fully supported at UoPeople. Okay, Kelly, can you please explain to us how the Office of Program Advising helps our students?
Sure, Jess. We're quite a unique office in the university. So each student, once they convert to an applicant, is assigned a program advisor. And that program advisor is there to basically motivate and encourage them and to answer any questions that the student may have. So we basically like the student's cheerleader.
Yes, it's a very important role. And what is the actual responsibility of the program advisor?
So the program advisor is there to support the student. They're there to guide the student, help them decide which courses they should take in the upcoming term. And basically, it's really just as I mentioned, that they're there as the cheerleader. They're helping the students. So that's what the program advisor is there for. And each student is assigned to a program advisor. Once you become a student, you get an email introducing you to your program advisor, and you can communicate with them via email.
Okay, great. And what are foundation courses, and how many do new students need to take before becoming a degree-seeking student?
So just foundation courses are like the introductory courses, and they are like geared to prepare our students for online learning. So as an undergraduate student, before you move on to a degree-seeking student, you can take between 2 to 5 foundation courses. And as a graduate student, it's between 3 to 4. And you obviously have to pass these courses in order to move on and become a degree-seeking student. So it's basically getting the student ready for their online learning experience.
Okay, great. And when or how do students receive a UoPeople email address?
So just after a student successfully completed their foundation courses and moved on to become a degree-seeking student, that's when they will be assigned their UoPeople email address. So it's only once they're degree students.
Okay, and do you have an update on the WASC accreditation? Or can you
So,
talk a little bit about WASC?
so just currently, as our students are aware, we are busy with the WASC accreditation and we are making progress. So I'm excited to announce that WASC has designated us as a candidate for accreditation. So that's the latest update that I have. However, the accreditation process is quite long. So the good news is that we are in the middle of it and we are moving through the stages.
Okay, that is great news. And what about new programs or courses? Are we adding anything new that you can talk about?
So I encourage the students to keep a lookout on our website for any new courses or degrees that we're offering. But exciting news is starting from term 1, we are offering 9 certificate courses. So if you're interested in taking one of the certificate courses, I suggest that students go to our website and read more about that.
Okay, great. And how do students reach their program advisors?
So as I mentioned, Jess, once you go from an applicant to a student, you will get an email with your program advisor introducing themselves to you, and all of the communication is done via email. So that's how you communicate with your program advisor.
Okay, amazing. Okay, and somebody had a question. What if somebody can't access their portal?
Well, I'm not sure if they're speaking about the student portal or the application portal, but if you can't access the portal and you're a student, reach out to your program advisor and they will assist you further. And then if you're an applicant, reach out obviously to your admissions advisor and they will guide you.
Okay, Lakeisha has a good question. I'm gonna put it up here. That's not Lakeisha. Sorry, it went too quickly. Okay, here's Lakeisha. Are current students eligible for certificate programs? It's a good question.
So Lakeisha, great question. So at the moment, certificates are only available to new students or those joining the university. And we hope that in the upcoming terms, we will expand this to our existing students.
Okay, perfect. Another question from Starlight. Can we work at our own pace? For example, if you want to take a 4-year bachelor's degree, can it also be done in 2 years' time? Very good question.
Great question. So Starlight, so you can work at your own pace. You decide whether you want to be a full-time or a part-time student. But it also depends on your grades, because based upon your grades, that will determine how many courses you can take per term. So if you have higher grades, you could take, for example, 4 courses per term, and if you have lower grades, you can take 2. So it's really dependent on how you're progressing academically.
Okay, great. Why don't you guys, if you have more questions, why don't you put them in the chat? And, oh, this is a good one from Oswald. What are the durations for certificate programs, and are they accredited by UoPeople?
So, Oswald, it depends on the length of the certificate program and also the number of courses that you're taking. And the certificate programs are also accredited, so that's great news.
Okay, great. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, oops, not this one. This one. No, it moves so quickly. One second. Okay, here we go. From Lewis. In light of the deadline extension from August 12th to August 21st, when will program advisors be reaching out to applicants for the term commencing?
So I think there might be confusion here, Jess, because program advisors are only dealing with students. So if you're an applicant, that would be your admissions advisor. So I'm not 100% sure on
Yeah.
this question, I'm sorry.
Okay. I read it as okay. So let's ask another question that people might have. When do people receive their program advisors? When
So
do
once you convert it from an applicant to a student, that's when you receive your program advisor and your student number, like your student's ID.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I think that's all we have time for today. But Kelly, thank you so much for
Yeah,
answering everyone's questions. It's always a pleasure to connect with you. Um, I want to remind you that if you haven't applied to UoPeople yet, the application deadline is this Saturday, August 21st. And I really encourage you to study with us. Part of our mission at University of the People is to, open the gates of higher education to everyone. So we really encourage all those who want to apply to go for it. And I want to say hi to Alex. I never can say your name properly, and you always correct me. Machlos. Hi, thank you. He says good morning and best of luck in everyone in the upcoming term. Thank you, Alex, a recent UoPeople grad and dancer. Okay, so that's all we have for today. Kelly, thank you so much. And any final thoughts, Cal?
Just best of luck to all of the students starting in term 1, and we're looking forward to working with you.
Yeah, definitely. Please feel free to leave a comment with any questions. You can private message us on social media, whatever works for you. Don't forget on Instagram, you can actually leave like voice messages. So we look forward to hearing your questions, comments, whatever feedback you may have for us. And we actually have another live event tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with a student, so you can hear from him. His name is Jason. So thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a great day, and we will speak soon.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
Bye. Good luck, everyone.